On October 28, 2023, a photo radar device took a picture of my truck traveling at approximately 120 kilometers an hour. I immediately went online and started doing some research on how I could beat my ticket in court. You could speak about machine malfunction. You could ask about its maintenance. You could say that discovery is not possible the minute that you're not provided certain details. The idea is to raise doubt and question everything. I also came across this amazing academic study which speaks about the technical shortcomings of Doppler traffic radar. I was able to find articles which spoke about how some speed cameras had been faulty. The Ministry of Justice sent me a bunch of information regarding the radar device. They spoke about its maintenance schedule. They indicated that the battery had been changed, that the antenna as well had been changed, but you'll notice that this field is blank and so is this one. And these pertain to the angle of the antenna. The antenna is an extremely important component of a photo radar. The device had been validated with a vehicle whose speed had been measured against the radar. That was not evidence that I was going to provide in court. So you have to know when to suppress certain details and when to highlight other details. Another piece of evidence that I did not want to provide is the fact that this police officer over here had actually gone to verify the device a few hours prior to me receiving the ticket, and then the next morning. If the prosecution is sharp, they're going to bring it up. In that case, you want to downplay that information, pour over every single detail of whatever documents are given to you so that you don't fall flat on your face and you're not surprised when the prosecution brings up this evidence. They were surprised that I brought up this evidence. When I had contacted the supplier of the photo radar device, they told me that they were incapable of answering any of my questions.
Contractually, we're not allowed to answer any questions.
I'm just asking basic questions of physics.
I'm sorry, I can't answer those. We have a contract.
Your contract doesn't allow you to answer scientific questions?
We are not allowed at answering any questions in regards to the system.
So I sent all of my technical questions to the Transport Ministry, and they answered, this information is found in diverse manuals. However, these are confidential and are protected by copyright laws. So that there was a really major component in helping me beat this ticket because I could not adequately defend myself. And one of the last arguments that I made was involving a judgment by Judge Simon. The evidence in a photo radar was not admissible because it was based on hearsay evidence. I mentioned all of these things to a prosecutor who I met in a small room prior to court. She told me to wait a few moments, and after about 15 minutes, she came to me and said that she was dropping the case. And this is how I beat a photo radar ticket.